Okay, it's been a while since I did my last rant, so I think I'm gonna need another one. I think my YouTube account is more of rants than me actually doing something important. But I hope that some of these rants will actually help you to just be who you are, because in reality that's what's gonna get you where you are, to become somebody important and be somebody that you want to be. And my gosh, it's cold in here. Okay. This next one is just basically on guys who continue to call girls whores and cunts, and I hate that, but calling them very vulgar language, it's obviously not the right thing to do. I mean, unless they are honestly who they are, what you say they are. Like if you call someone a stripper and the stripper, that you're a stripper, you know. But besides that, not only just guys calling girls that, but girls calling other girls that, in all actuality, it's obviously not the right thing to do, and it's not the nicest thing to do. So there's no reason to do it. Okay. So this is mainly just focused on, I guess you could say, the girls who are being called those names. I'm not saying I am, or I have been, maybe if I have, but just in general, okay? Calling girls the things you think they are because that's what you hear is not always the right thing to do, but listening to what they have to say is just as bad as saying it. Right, girls? Why don't you take the time to just realize that not everything that everyone says should bother you and should matter to you, should stick in your head. It should just be something that comes free and just comes in, comes and goes. Should just come in one ear and out the other. Just let it come in and let it leave, because it shouldn't bother you. Don't let the things that people say bother you and determine what you should be in life. Don't let someone come up to you and say, hey, what up, stripper, and the next thing you know, you become a stripper. Don't let your mom and your dad come and influence you in what you should be. Yes, they have a certain point in life where they can come and help you in certain decisions that you should make, but don't let them come in your way of being who you want to be. Don't let them tell you you can't be an actor because it's not a guaranteed job. Don't let them tell you can't become a photographer because it's not a guaranteed job. Anything can be a guaranteed job as long as you put your mind to it. So girls, don't take it to heart when guys come up to you and say, oh, what up, what guan, sweetie, or what guan, star. It shouldn't really matter. It's just what you take from it is what really matters. So just take the time to realize that you are what you are because you made yourself that way. So just take the time to realize that you are what you are. So be who you want to be and be what you want people to see you as. Don't walk around the street with your boobs all hanging out and your butt all hanging out, because that's what people are going to perceive you to be. They're going to perceive you to be a whore, that someone's just walking down the street who wants attention, who wants him to look at the stuff that they got, that they carry, that the mom has given them, that the blessings that they have gotten from different people. You should just take your respect, your body, for your soul, for yourself. If people see your whole body just hanging out like that, don't you think someone's going to come up to you and say, hey, what's going on, gal? Yeah, so just take the time to relax and realize that the way that you dress is gonna affect the way people see you. So relax, take a breather, cover up, show skin. Take the chance to develop ways that you think that you can be a better person. Take that extra step, take that chance to go outside the boundaries and let yourself go. Have those times to yourself where you just let free and you just let go, and you rant and you rant and you go on yourself. Tell yourself every day something that you like about yourself. If I was to wake up next morning and I said, damn, Alicia, you look sexy, that's what it's going to be. I'm going to tell myself I look good because I want to feel good. If you tell yourself every day that you feel good, you're going to feel good. Make sure that you give yourself compliments that other people may not be giving to you. Let people understand and let people know that you like who you are, and it shouldn't matter what they tell you that you are, because in actuality, what they tell you shouldn't matter. Of course, you have those people who are dearest to your heart will, you know, sometimes tell you the wrong things, or will tell you something that's going to hurt you, but it's up to you to take what they say and perceive it in a certain way, because don't let what people say come in the way of who you are, who you want to be. Let yourself be who you are, because in the end, that's going to get you where you're going to be in the long run. So ladies, last thing I have to say to you is, if any man comes up to you and disrespects you in any single way, you let them know that you don't like it. Don't let anybody think that by calling you something, it's going to determine who you are, because people will feed off the different energies that you give off. If you are upset because someone has said something to you, then in that case, they're going to take that and they're going to use it to their advantage. Girls are really bad for this, because they will come and they will say anything to get you down to your knees, crying, begging for help. And you know what that is? It's called weakness. It's called pick pointing little instruments and bodies that are just coming together. You just need to take that time to take your body to yourself and just realize it doesn't matter what anybody else says about you. It's what you think about yourself that actually really matters. So girls, take that time to be yourself and to let yourself know that you really are beautiful, because there's always going to be somebody in the world who is going to tell you that you're this or you're that, you're not beautiful, you're a whore because your boobs are hanging out, your butt's hanging out, guys are always watching you. Girls will get jealous all the time, and guys, I swear, if you keep calling girls what you think they are, they're going to act that way. You call a girl a whore, she's going to go walk around like a whore, she's going to go act like a whore, sleep with every single man, and you're going to wonder why she cheats on you. Why? Because you tell them to. You call them what they are. What they are. So everybody, watch what you say, because in the end it will affect somebody in some certain way. You call a girl a whore, you call a boy a man whore, or whatever, it's going to affect them. So watch what you say before you go ahead and say, because in the end it's going to affect somebody in some certain way, and it's going to offend somebody in some certain way. So instead of making a big deal out of it, just don't hear it, don't let it affect you, don't let it bother you. Anybody, ladies, everybody, don't let what people say bother you. Take what you want for your life and use it for yourself. Don't let anybody come in and tell you otherwise. Be who you want to be, because who you want to be is going to make you happy.